we have up to 70,000 thoughts per day. This means that we have between 35 to 48 thoughts per minute per person. In other words, if I was to convert the number of thoughts that you have per day over 1 week into pounds, you would have close to £500,000 in your bank account. Now that's a lot of money. That's more than some footballers earn in a week. I often try and think about some of the thoughts that we think of. And then it clicked. Of course, food. We all love food, especially the sandwiches outside. But my favorite food is jollof rice and chicken. I can never go wrong with that. Images of our family and our friends. Images of our educational achievements. And most importantly, images of our future. Our future is so important. I actually believe that if we have successful thoughts, we will have a successful future. However, many researchers have actually found that most of the thoughts that we think about are negative, or they're memories of the past. You may not think this will have an effect on your life, but I can guarantee you they are blessing blockers. So what are these limiting beliefs? What do they mean? Limiting beliefs are the beliefs that tell us that we can't have something or do something because we don't have the money, or we don't have the talent, or we don't have the skills, or we don't have the connection. And I just want to take a vote in the audience right now and bravely ask you to raise your hands if you've ever felt that you've had limiting beliefs, if you've ever felt like you couldn't achieve something or have something because you didn't have the money, the talent, the skill, or the connection. And I'll start with myself. And anybody else who will bravely raise their hands, please raise it now. This proves my point exactly. When I was 23, I started my first business, the Young Ladies Club. What is the Young Ladies Club? It's a platform that empowers young women in 4 main areas: entrepreneurship, education, employability, and personal development. I had this passion since I was 17 years old, but translating the theory into the practical was so difficult. I was bound by fear, disbelief, didn't think I could do it. I didn't know where I was going to get the money from for my business. I didn't know who to run to for my business. But deep within, I knew that I had a dream. As I sat down one day in my room, I began to analyze the thoughts that I had. And I remembered an experience from my past when I was 10 years old. I was running back from school, excited to tell my auntie about all of my big dreams and goals. And she looked at me and said, in her African voice, "So you want to have another dream, eh? Just go and read your books, my friend, please." That discouraged me heavily. But I locked that dream away inside my heart. And I knew one day that I was going to discover it. At the age of 23, I kickstarted my business. And within 6 months, my business was working with Microsoft, one of the biggest IT corporations in the world. How did I do this? I changed my beliefs. And ultimately, I changed my world. Some of you are sitting here today, and you have big dreams. You have big goals. But you're held back by the limiting beliefs and the fears. Some of your parents may have discouraged you. Some of your family and your friends. For some of you, maybe your teachers. Whoever it is, I want to encourage you that you can do it. And whilst I'm on the subject of parents, I remember a remarkable story by a lady called Sarah Blakely, female billionaire entrepreneur and founder of Spanx. She said that when she was growing up, her father encouraged her to fail. And if she didn't come home that week failing at something, he was going to be disappointed. I was shocked, stunned. For so long, we as individuals have been taught success is key. Success, success, success. When really, failure is the key to success. Now, growing up in an African household, failure is not the key to success. That equals to a good beating and grounding for life. In fact, I think I'm still grounded now. I knew that I could achieve it, but in my first year of university, I got an F grade. Second year, F grade. Third year, I did something different. I decided to change my beliefs. I decided to say that I can do it. I can be somebody. I can rise up and challenge this degree. My business management degree was facing me my final year at the University of Hertfordshire, and I was petrified. But I got down to it. Day and night, I worked. I grafted, I perfected my skill, and I ended up getting a first class in business management, being only one of three. Being only one of three in the whole entire course. And to touch slightly on my background, there's 7 of us, yep, 7 children from a single parent mother. So you can imagine what our house was like, especially fighting for food. One piece of chicken on that table, and we're all staring at it like it's our last meal. We was running for it. So I always had to compete in life. I always had to be a competitor. But this was my chance to shine. The same can happen for you. If you're failing at any area of your life, I would encourage you, change your beliefs, because you can change your world. You can change your outcome. So how do you change these beliefs? Enough of the talk. Let's get down to the real meat. Number 1, take action. If you are afraid of heights, jump out the plane for the new year. Or book a trip to Paris, go all the way up to the Eiffel Tower and look down. I can guarantee you can overcome that fear. If you have a project that's due, break it down into bite-sized chunks and get going with that project. If you want to apply for that big corporation but you don't know where to start, just submit that application form. The most they can say is no. Who said that? I heard you. The most they can say is no. Whatever it is, you can achieve it. Like the Nike slogan says, just do it. Roll the dice. Don't be afraid. If they laugh, let them laugh. If they stare, let them stare. Give them something to look at. Or are you going to go forward and pursue your dreams? That's my question to you today. I strongly believe that if you change your beliefs, you will change your world. I just want everyone to put their hand on their heart and say this after me. The man who thinks he can, and the man who thinks he can't, are both right. I will do today what others don't, so I can have today what others won't. I will change my beliefs and then change my world. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening.